All right. Hi, I'm Mayor Bobby Lindamood. Thank you for being here today to learn about the state of our city. I may have grown up in Irving, but I've been coming to Colleyville since I was a teenager to dance at 9 acres. I moved here as quick as I know. Isn't that cool? There we are. That girl that's right there is right there on the front row. So May will be 30 years. I can't believe I put up with her that long. No, I'm just kidding. This is not part of the script. It's not part of the script. So anyways, when we were teenagers, we came here to dance at 9 acres. How many of you remember that place? Oh, I saw y'all out there. I moved here as quick as I could. My wife and I have 2 daughters who graduated from Colleyville Heritage High School, and Colleyville is our home. In a world that moves quickly, but doesn't always get anywhere, Colleyville is different. We are efficient and intentional. Society tells us to do it all, but we say, let's do the right things. When so many folks feel isolated and disconnected, we check on our neighbors and lend a hand. I could go on and on with these examples, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Our hometown defies today's norms. People come here to experience it, to understand what's different. Well, that's Colleyville, and it's the people. While I may be the one up here on the podium, I'm part of a team of people that are working every day to serve you. Our amazing city council includes Mayor Pro Tem Callie Rigney, Brandy Elder, place 1, George Bond, place 2, Scotty Richardson at place 3, Ben Graves, place 4, and Chuck Kelly, place 5. On staff, we have Jerry Duque, city manager. Our assistant city managers are Adrian Lothry and Mark Wood, and our awesome leadership team, plus the entire city staff. But it's not just about our efforts. There are so many of you who contribute in one way or another. So, for the next little bit, sit back, relax, and join me for a tour along the scenic route. That's the only way to smell the fresh air, hear the birds chirp, and catch the local flavor. We will get a glimpse of the people who plant their hearts into Colleyville and the amazing results that grow from it. Colleyville, it's the people.
I'm Mayor Pro Tem Callie Rigney. After growing up in this community, my husband and I decided Colleyville was the perfect place to plant roots for our family. As Colleyville is unique, safe, and beautiful, it has been an honor to serve a community that helped shape me. And nothing makes me prouder than to raise my children here. If water comes out when you turn on the tap, if you've enjoyed driving on a resurfaced roadway, or hit the sidewalk to go for a stroll, you've experienced the work of a lot of people. From our City Public Works team and Drainage Committee to partners like Tarrant County and Representative Van Dyne, there are so many people working to maintain and improve Colleyville's infrastructure. Our roads, utility system, and buildings are some of the most significant assets a city has. But nothing gets built, nothing gets maintained without one essential ingredient: Colleyville. It's the people.
I don't know about you, but I often find some of the hardest working people are also some of the most humble. They give 110% to make sure things happen, but they do it so well and so quietly, you might forget they're even there. I know what it's like to put a day in on backhoe and the true artistry it is to dig a hole. You have to stabilize the walls to make sure it's safe to climb in and repair a water line. But as a business owner, I also know the importance of operations and management to ensure our infrastructure is well managed. Our public works employees are talented and committed. They come to work in all weather and all situations just to be there for you. They even come to the rescue when the doors at City Hall breaks, when folks can't get in or if they can't get out. Now, we couldn't accomplish everything we do without our partners. TRA provides us treated water, plus receives and processes our wastewater. It's easy to take that for granted, but don't forget that just a few years ago, when our friends in other cities lost water in their houses during Snowmageddon, we still had water here in Colleyville. And when it comes to streets, our tax dollars go further when Tarrant County provides labor for road resurfacing, and we just pay for the materials. or they provide a portion of funding for our major products. Thank you, Commissioner Fickus. We really appreciate you. We also collaborate with all our neighbors on projects like Heritage and Cheeks Barger. And of course, we love it when local schools reach out, looking to collaborate and educate their kiddos on all the cool jobs out there. We are so thankful to live in a region where folks work together for the common good. And you just don't find that everywhere. At the end of the day, our community's social infrastructure is just as important as the fiscal infrastructure. Colleyville, it's the people.
Hi, I'm Councilmember George Bond. Our family moved from Fort Worth to Colleyville in 2015 for the fantastic schools, and we've fallen in love with the community. My wife Tina and I have 2 sons that attend O.C. Taylor Elementary. We are proud to call Colleyville our home. Even if you haven't lived here long, you've likely encountered some wonderful people during your free time. However you like to play, exercise, or have fun, these folks have you covered. It's the warm smiles when you attend a parks or library program, the countless hours invested by parent volunteers to give kids the chance to practice teamwork and escape all the screens, the professionals who meticulously stripe every field, and the council that listens and brings you more pickleball courts. The folks like the Parks Board who bring the ideas for expanded programs, and the staff that brings those ideas to life. Even on a walk along one of our trails, it's impossible to miss Colleyville. It's the people.
It's so true, George. It takes all of us. And our citizens are pretty fun. Some take that fun more seriously than others. And I'm looking at you, pickleballers. you know. But a lot of folks invest their time to make sure that Colleyville has high-quality recreation and leisure opportunities. This year, we hit a major milestone. The library celebrated their 20th anniversary and no doubt has served thousands of families over the years. The dedicated Friends of the Library group has worked with staff and council lock and step for all these years, raising funds and providing support. I wonder how many book lovers, young and old, they've inspired over 2 decades. Our recreation team is incredible at creating programs for all ages. Did you know that for years they have run programs for our seniors, youth, summer camp, and volleyball leagues with just 2 full-time employees? I can't wait to see what they'll do with a few more people and a whole new building over the next year. Just think of all the memories to be made. And speaking of buildings, the newly renovated Senior Center is finally open. We are thrilled to have a better place and space for active adults and seniors looking for that place to enjoy the community. The team at Metroport Meals on Wheels is a big part of that, making sure seniors can come together for a meal or even get assistance at home. Now, partnerships are at the heart of everything, and that's certainly true with youth sports. The Colleyville Baseball, Girls Softball, Soccer, and Lacrosse associations are instrumental in giving our kids those classic childhood experiences and teaching the value of teamwork and competition, all done in a positive environment. We also recognize that for many, leisure time looks less structured. Our park staff puts in the sweat day in and day out to provide beautiful parks and trails where families can take a walk, ride down a slide, or fish in a pond. But let me tell you, our citizens sure care about those places too. It's not unusual to see Keep Colleyville Beautiful or a group of scouts picking up litter in a park, or one of our amazing local award-winning photographers highlighting the Nature Center on Facebook just to share a picture of one of our feathered or furry citizens with others. Whether they realize it or not, each of these folks are a part of what creates that special atmosphere here in Colleyville, where kids can ride bikes, you can hear the sound of a ball hitting a bat in the evening, or watch the sunset over a pond that feels miles away. Colleyville, it's the people.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Brandy Elder. It is my absolute honor and privilege to serve the community I have been a part of for over 40 years. Growing up in Colleyville has given me a front row seat to observe all the growth and enhancements to our small town. I am truly convinced there is no better place to live and raise a family. Some of the most amazing people in Colleyville are the ones keeping us safe. You find them everywhere you turn. It's the crossing guard and school resource officer watching over kids at school, the police officer responding to your call for help, the firefighters protecting us when the unthinkable happens, and the Fire Academy Alumni Association making sure that our protectors are cared for. It's citizens on patrol helping out at special events, and the Police Academy alumni helping us connect with first responders at National Night Out. These individuals all contribute to keeping us safe. Colleyville, it's the people.
That's right, Councilwoman Elder. Colleyville's finest include those in uniform and the incredible citizens that volunteer their time to support them. With such incredible people pouring their hearts into Colleyville, it's no wonder why we are considered one of the safest cities in Texas. Now, this is really cool. The most common way citizens interact with our police officers is with a warm smile when you see them around town. At a lemonade stand, a high five at school, or the dozens of times groups bring up food to the station just to say thank you. Now, make no mistake, they aren't always soft and cuddly. That's right, you've seen Chief. When anyone breaks the law or tries to cause harm in our town, our police officers are the experts that will track them down and bring them to justice. If you're interested in learning more, check out the next Citizens Police Academy. I know the Alumni Association would love to welcome you. And if you've got any long lost dreams of wearing a uniform, the Citizens on Patrol may be just for you. And just a side note, former Mayor Kelly is pictured here and unfortunately passed away this last year. We will sure miss him. Hats off to you, Mayor Kelly. And let's be honest, if you've ever gotten a ticket for a lead foot in town, the bright spot is getting to interact with our amazing court staff. They're always there to help. Even if you never set foot in the Justice Center, our citizens make us safer every day when they call 911. Truly, if you see something, please say something. All right, who doesn't love the firefighters? There we go. Jerry always jokes that everyone's dream job is becoming a firefighter. But you can at least get close to the action with the Fire Academy Alumni Association or one of the kids' camps. All joking aside, these guys are smart. They make life-changing decisions in a matter of seconds, and it's their capable hands you want to be in when a medical emergency occurs. They also represent Colleyville when they respond to calls for aid during natural disasters, or when wildfires crop up across the state. We are a city that is there for others, just like our neighbors who respond to our calls for mutual aid during major house fires. Truly, whether it's our staff or volunteers, these guys and gals have our back. Colleyville, it's the people.
Hello, I'm Councilmember Scotty Richardson. My wife Jenny and I fell in love with Colleyville at first sight. Its natural beauty, its rural settings, give us a warm and cozy feeling that we like to call Colleyville cozy. The people here are amazing. There are so many that give back to our community and that you can count on for help and support without hesitation. So after retirement, we decided to move closer to our children and grandchildren, and Colleyville was our obvious choice. We were so happy to call Colleyville, Texas, our hometown. In Colleyville, having an attractive place to live, work, and play is a priority. We've long said that beautification is not just for citizen enjoyment, it's also economic development. Everywhere you look, you see all the hands at work, whether it's working with businesses and HOAs who reinvest in their property, or the Planning and Zoning Commission pushing for the highest quality development possible. Beautification is a successful strategy for Colleyville. It's years of partnerships with TxDOT's Landscape Grant Program and putting TIF dollars to work. With our in-house beautification team ensuring State Highway 26 looks beautiful in all seasons, beautification touches everyone and takes everyone's help. But helping comes naturally here. Colleyville, it's the people.
Like Scotty mentioned, beautification is not just what our citizens deserve, it's also an effective economic development strategy. What business wouldn't want to invest in our town after seeing our beautiful medians and the gateway features on Highway 26? We are so thankful for our commercial partners who have made investments, like Ken Green's new office building and the mural at Terra Village, or HTO on the old Sonic site. Sometimes even removing a few old buildings, like at Tinker and 26, makes a big difference. Places like Main Street and 26, they're hardly recognizable from a few years ago. It's trailblazers we talked about, like Stonehouse and Saphiro's, who have followed in the footsteps of restaurants like Next Bistro, Napa Thai, and Laveria, who have all improved their properties and inspired more businesses to do the same. Another great example is Marshall Grain, a new business on Highway 26 who will be improving their properties this year. Our best and sign grants are still available for any business motivated to make improvements. But one of the biggest home runs of the year has actually been our new neighborhood entrance beautification grants. With matching funds from the city, our HOAs and neighborhoods are stepping up to make sure their properties look amazing too. It's been so popular, we ran through the first year's funding in a few months and had groups lined up for funding as soon as our next fiscal year started. We are thrilled to see so many across town jump on the beautification train. Now, even if you wake up beautiful each morning, and I know I need some help, my dad used to say, your face looked like it wore out 2 bodies. Somebody buy her another drink for saying that. Oh. Earlier, they all laughed. Appreciate you. All kidding aside, our public spaces require a lot of effort to keep looking good. But in Colleyville, many hands make light work. I can't talk about beautification and not mention our incredible park staff and their new beautification squad. These guys are out every day making sure that our medians and public properties look just as good as the day the plants first went in. I also want to give a major shout out to the Garden Club, our steadfast partner who is always looking for ways to add a little extra color and beauty anywhere they can. Now this is cool too. This last year, they were named the Texas Garden Club of the Year. That's right. That's a big deal. So, when you drive through town and smile, feeling proud of the place you call home, just realize this didn't all magically happen on its own. Colleyville, it's the people.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Chuck Kelly. I moved to Colleyville about 25 years ago in 1999, mostly because my wife Dee and I needed a place that was close to DFW Airport. We had no idea what a special place we had found. We became involved when our daughter Hope entered Colleyville Elementary and met so many wonderful people through school activities. I was led to run for council in 2018 and have been honored that the citizens of Colleyville have entrusted me to be their representative on council. We hear that sometimes other communities look at Colleyville and wonder, how do we manage to stay in such excellent financial shape, able to weather any storm? While it definitely takes the council's strong leadership and a helping of staff expertise, there is more here than meets the eye. It's those businesses investing in their properties, like we talked about earlier, citizens maintaining and improving their properties, shoppers and the chamber supporting local businesses. Financial strength comes from everyone, which makes sense because we're Colleyville. It's the people.
Colleyville has been a pillar of financial strength for years, and it's truly the results of everyone's efforts. As Chuck mentioned, when citizens maintain and reinvest in their properties, residential values remain strong too. This council has worked hard to lower the property tax rate each and every year. We've lowered the current tax rate instead of keeping the old rate to collect more revenue as your home values go up. It's a partnership, citizens and business, they keep values strong. And your city leadership commits to minimizing the tax burden. In 2023, Colleyville had the lowest tax rate in the region. That's right. We chase grants like nobody's business. At last count, we received over $37 million. And listen to this. This is kind of cool too. Next year, we even plan to look at adding a first ever homestead exemption, which can be increased up to 20% over time. Our goal is to ensure the city's portion of your residential tax bill does not increase. The homestead exemption reduces the amount of taxes you pay on your home. Please know that every tax dollars you do pay are used efficiently and managed conservatively by our team. It's also important to recognize when citizens and visitors shop in town, 2% of every sales goes back into the community. It certainly reduces the amount of property taxes needed. Voters also reauthorized the Colleyville Crime Control and Prevention District sales tax this year, directing a quarter penny of sales tax towards funding of police officers. The other quarter-cent CEDC sales tax supports parks, the library, and special events. We are also proud of how businesses are able to grow and thrive here. Organizations like the Chamber and the Colleyville Executive Organization provide needed support plus professional development and networking, all in the support of our businesses. New businesses like the Brunch District are booming, and some like True Bond Veterinary Clinic are expanding. We even have groups like Colleyville Eats, whose sole purpose is supporting our restaurants. The success ignites even more business investment and redevelopment, all of which creates a healthy commercial property tax base. Our finance team is the best around. Both our audit committee and city council take financial stewardship seriously. I think you've caught the theme by now. It's a team effort. Colleyville, it's the people.
Hello, I'm Councilmember Ben Graves, and I moved to Colleyville in 1979 with my mother and older brother. I didn't know it then, but I soon found out it would be one of the biggest blessings of my life. I was lucky enough to go to school here from kindergarten through 12th grade. I moved off as quick as I could, but I got back even quicker. I met my wife Valerie here in grade school. We have been married for over 20 years and we have two amazing sons. My oldest is a sophomore at SMU and my youngest is a junior at Colleyville Heritage. I absolutely love this place and its people. There is no place better. For a lot of people, Colleyville is an aspirational community. Sure, they want to move here for the great schools and beautiful neighborhoods, but it's more than that. Colleyville has a different vibe, real community spirit, a spirit of welcome and desire to give back. It's groups like the Lions Club, Rotary, or the Women's Club and NCL, even the Ministerial Alliance. Building relationships across faiths. We celebrate life together. Colleyville, it's the people.
That's right, Ben. Our community spirit goes beyond a team or a mascot. It also includes collaborating with our neighboring cities like Keller and Southlake. We certainly love our Friday night lights and cheering on our favorite team. And boy, are we proud of our partnership with GCISD. We love seeing our new school resource officers at each and every campus around town. If you look closely at the picture on the left, that's artworks students created with their handprints for their beloved SRO. It says, "Thank you for guarding us Gators." Wow, what a powerful message. But even if you're an empty nester, you still feel deeply connected to the community. Or maybe you moved here to be near grandkids, quickly found lifelong friends through a group you've joined. Our nonprofits add so much value to the community. You'll see them volunteering at city events or holding their own events raising money for great causes. They provide financial support to efforts across the globe and also right here at home. You can find most of them meeting at the Colleyville Center, where our team sets the standard for Southern hospitality. Volunteerism is in our Colleyville blood, and I can promise every single one of those groups will chase you down and have you signed up as a member if you even show 1 ounce of interest. You know, we hear on the news that people are isolated. We say to our neighbors, "Come meet us for coffee or the car show." When we hear that families don't spend as much quality time together, we invite you and your kiddos to the Harvest Fest. When we hear that no one cares for each other like they used to, we show them the Ministerial Alliance. We are so blessed to have those folks standing ready to assist. When someone complains that we don't remember where we came from and honor those who served, we designed Heroes Park, coming to the City Hall campus in 2025. It will be a fabulous place to gather and to have fun while remembering our city's heroes. Certainly, some of what makes this place so special is the hometown charm we create with holiday decorations. But there is no doubt in my mind why this place feels like home. Our shared values and love for our town turns individuals into community. That's Colleyville, and that's the people. Thank you for being here tonight, and God bless you all.